So one of the exercises that we'd like to go over today that help engages your mid-trunk stabilizing muscles is a bird dog exercise. Ethan here is positioned in a quadruped position with his hands underneath his shoulders and his knees underneath his hips. Quite often people have their hands too far forward. Go ahead and move forward, Ethan. Or will have their knees too far back. So in order to get in the correct position, you want to ensure that your knees are right under your hips and that your hands are right under your shoulders. This kind of makes you look like a tabletop, but ensures that you can keep a neutral spine as you're progressing through some of these exercises. So the first way to do this exercise is to raise one arm up, and what you want to feel is the muscles engage in your lumbar spine or throughout your entire back. If you go too high, you'll start to feel too many muscles kicking into your shoulder, and what you want to do is lower down to where you get a good firing there. We like to have patients hold for a 10-second hold so that they get good firing and recruitment of their musculature through their whole thoracic and lumbar spines. This is a good exercise to start with. The way you can progress from just hands is to do your legs. A lot of times when people do this exercise, they tend to overarch their legs and then they hyperextend their spine. Many people have probably seen this go on at the gym and wonder why they are having back pain or why that person's doing that exercise so fast. So an easy way to correct that is for you to slide your knee backwards by keeping your leg straight, but you don't have to elevate it off the ground too high. And in this position, you will really feel your back muscles engage and start to feel that musculature more in your lower back activate. Doing this will help fire your multifidus muscles even more. And Ethan's doing a good job of keeping his back straight and flat as he's going through. So the point of this exercise is you don't have to have your leg all the way straight. You don't have to have your leg high up in the air, but you want to ensure that you're feeling the tight muscles in your back activate so that you're getting right muscle activation. This is another exercise we like to hold for 10 seconds. To progress further, you would raise your right arm and your left leg. So again, Ethan's keeping his body controlled, his arm low and his leg low, and he's holding here for 10 seconds. After he hits 10 seconds, he's going to alternate. So as Ethan goes, he feels his back engage and his belly engage, and he's working some of the muscles that we talked about earlier to engage his mid-trunk stabilizers. The next exercise we like to demonstrate is how to do a squat technique correctly with activating more of your glute muscles rather than your quadricep muscles. So an easy way to do this is to sit back like you're sitting back in a chair, and I think this is a good, safe way to do it at home, so that if you were to lose your balance backwards or to fall backwards, you're really sitting back into a chair and you're not going to lose your balance and fall forward. As you notice here, Ethan is doing a good job of keeping his knees behind his toes and really ensuring that he's squeezing his glute muscles as he comes up from the squat. The most important part of the squat is to keep your knees back and to squeeze your glutes as you come forward. What you may see a lot of people do is they tend to have their knees too far forward over their toes, and they may complain of anterior knee pain due to this. This is an easy way to correct that. It's just to kind of sit back, drop your bum back, and squeeze your butt as you're coming up. If you start to feel anterior knee pain or pain anywhere else, you should stop and reevaluate how you're doing your exercise.